So let's just jump right into the deep end here, because what we saw in the Forrester showroom wasn't just a simple workplace argument. It was a total, absolute explosion. Did you see the look on Will Spencer's face? That wasn't just anger. That was the sound of a decade of Spencer and Forrester peace finally snapping in half. Was it really just about a girl? Or are we watching these two families go back to war because it's in their blood? Think about it. Will Spencer walks in and catches Forrester kissing Electra. Not just anywhere, but right in the heart of Forrester Creations. It's like RJ was marking his territory. You have to wonder, was this a simple mistake or something much darker lurking under the surface? Well, think about it from Will's perspective for a second. He's been holding on to this tiny shred of hope that he and Electra could fix things. He tells her he needs her like he needs air. That is some heavy, desperate stuff. But then he sees RJ moving in. RJ, the golden child of the Forrester family, just stepping into the gap Will left behind. It's no wonder things got physical. Some of our sources are saying Will lands a low blow on RJ, while others say it turns into an all-out, furniture-breaking brawl. Either way, the peace is dead. And honestly, I think Will was totally justified in losing his cool. You can only push a guy so far before the Spencer tough guy DNA takes over. But here is the really crazy part. Is RJ actually the nice guy he pretends to be? He's acting like he's just comforting Electra because she was vulnerable. But if you look at it analytically, it feels like a total power move. He's basically telling Will, I can take what's yours, and I can do it in my own office. It's pretty manipulative when you think about it. He even has the nerve to tell Will that if he had treated Electra right, RJ wouldn't have had to step in. That is a classic blame the victim tactic, don't you think? It's like he's trying to hold the moral high ground while he's literally stealing his rival's girl. And we can't forget the puppet master in the corner. Ivy Forrester is back, and she is not playing nice. Sources say she has a shady plan to make sure Will and Electra never get back together. Why would she do that? Well, Ivy has always been a bit of an outsider in the main Forrester branch. Maybe she wants to cause enough chaos so she can slide into a power position. She's using these boys like chess pieces, and they are too blinded by hormones and rage to see it. It's actually pretty brilliant in a dark way. She doesn't need to throw a punch because she's letting Will and RJ destroy each other for her. The funny thing is, this fight is going to have massive professional consequences. When Rich Forrester eventually walks in and sees the showroom looking like a boxing ring, who do you think he's going to side with? Rich isn't exactly known for being a fair and balanced boss. He's a dad. He sees his son RJ getting hit, and he's going to go nuclear on Will. I'm predicting right now that Will is either going to get fired on the spot or he's going to quit before Ridge can even open his mouth. And honestly, good for him. Why stay somewhere where you're always the other guy? This is going to send Will straight back to Spencer Publications, and that's where the real corporate war begins. Are you ready to see the Spencers try to take down the Forresters again? Because it feels like 1987 all over again, just with better hair. While the boys are busy bleeding on the floor, we have to talk about the Logan family drama because it is getting intense. Katie is not playing games anymore. She wants an answer from Hope, and she wants it now. She's basically telling Hope, decide where your loyalty lies. Katie and Bill are building this new fashion house, and they need Hope for the future to be their centerpiece. But then you have Donna, who is practically begging Hope not to sign that contract. Donna knows that if Hope leaves Forrester, it's going to break Brooke's heart. Brooke is already all excited, thinking Hope's line is coming back to the main house. Can you imagine the fallout? Hope is in such a tough spot. Emotionally, she's being pulled in 4 different directions. She knows that if she signs, all hell will break loose. But she also feels like she needs to get out from under Steffi's thumb. Steffi has been making her life miserable at Forrester, and this is Hope's chance to finally be the boss of her own destiny. But at what cost? Is a career move worth starting a civil war with her own mother? I think Hope is being a bit naive if she thinks she can leave and keep the peace. Katie is being very aggressive here, and Bill is right behind her, backing his wife 100%. It's a total power play to weaken the Forresters by stealing their best talent. Speaking of Bill, can we talk about this transformed dollar bill for a second? He's out here claiming he's a better man and a dedicated patriarch now. But then Shauna Fulton walks through the door, and his first reaction is, "What the hell are you doing here?" Doesn't sound very transformed to me. Shauna and Wyatt are both back in town, and their timing couldn't be more suspicious. Wyatt has been gone for 2 years, and now he just shows up to reconnect with his dad and Liam. I'm not buying it. There has to be a deeper reason. Think about it. Why would Shauna show up now? The last time she was around, she was basically Quinn's spokesperson. There are rumors flying that maybe Quinn is sick or in some kind of trouble, and Wyatt and Shauna need Bill's money and power to help her. That would be a huge twist. It would force Bill to choose between his new life with Katie and his old loyalty to Quinn and Wyatt. Psychologically, Bill loves being the hero. If he can save Quinn, he'll probably do it, even if it messes up everything he's built with Katie. What do you think? Is Bill really a changed man, or is he just one Shauna Fulton visit away from becoming the old dollar bill again? And then there's Alison Montgomery. Remember her? Bill's crafty assistant who hasn't been seen in 8 years. She's coming back on Wednesday, May 27th. You don't bring back a character like Alison unless you're planning something sneaky. If Bill is really trying to be a better man, why does he need his old fixer? My theory is that Bill is preparing for a massive corporate takeover. He's launching this Logan fashion house as a front to eventually swallow Forrester Creations whole. He needs Alison because she knows where all the bodies are buried. She's the one who does the dirty work so Bill can keep his hands clean. It's a classic Spencer move. Now, we have to address the biggest mystery on the show right now. Luna Nozawa. Head writer Brad Bell is doubling down and saying, Luna is dead. We all saw it. But did we really? We saw her get hit by a car, sure, but in the soap world, a car hit is basically just a very aggressive see you later. Fans are already calling foul. They think Belle is pulling our leg to protect a future twist. And I have to agree. Why would you kill off an Emmy-winning villainess who is just starting to get interesting? It makes no sense. Think about the psychological impact of Luna being dead. It gives Will and Elektra a chance to breathe, but that shadow is always going to be there. It's like they're living in a haunted house. If she's actually dead, the story just stops. But if she's alive, recovering in secret, and waiting to come back for revenge, now that is a story. Some fans are even guessing she might have been pregnant and will show up in 9 months with a Spencer heir. Can you imagine the chaos? I think Brad Bell is just trying to lower our guard so the eventual reveal hits 10 times harder. Do you really believe she's gone for good, or are you waiting for the other shoe to drop? And while we're on the subject of secrets, let's look at Dylan. She's the down-on-her-luck teacher who's been living in her car, and now Will and Elektra are letting her stay at the beach house. But there are some really wild theories out there about who she actually is. Some people think she might be related to the Maroons, which would make her Ridge's half-sister and RJ's aunt. If that's true, the family tree is about to get even more tangled. Dylan is currently watching Will and Elektra like a hawk, and she doesn't look happy about them getting back together. Why is she so invested? Maybe she's not just a grateful friend. Maybe she has her own agenda to secure a spot in one of these powerful families. The tension is just building everywhere you look. We've got the young kids brawling in the showroom. We've got the Logan sisters ready to tear each other apart over a fashion line. We've got old flames like Shauna and Wyatt returning to shake things up. And we've got a dead girl who might be the biggest threat of all. It's like the writers took every single simmering feud and just cranked the heat up to 100 all at once. It's messy, it's dramatic, and honestly, it's exactly what the show needed. I really feel for Brooke in all of this. She thinks everything is finally going her way. She's official with Ridge again, her daughter is doing well, and she thinks the family is coming together. She has no idea that her own sister is plotting to steal her daughter away for a rival company. The betrayal is going to be devastating. Psychologically, Brooke's whole identity is tied to being the matriarch of the Logans and the queen of Forrester. If she loses hope to Katie and Bill, she's going to feel like she's losing everything. Do you think Brooke can handle it if Hope actually leaves? Or is this going to send her spiraling back into her old patterns? And what about Steffi? She's trying so hard to protect her family from Taylor's new interest in Deacon. She knows how dangerous Sheila can be, and she doesn't want her mom anywhere near that mess. But Hope and Deke are Team Taylor because they want their dad away from Sheila too. It's a total family can of worms. Everyone is trying to control everyone else's love life, and it's just making things worse. You can't force people to love who you want them to love. That's a lesson no one on this show seems to learn, no matter how many decades go by. So, here is what I'm looking at for the future. The fight between Will and RJ is the spark that's going to burn down the Forrester-Spencer peace treaty. Once Will leaves Forrester, the gloves are off. Bill is going to use every resource he has, including Shauna, Wyatt, and Alison, to build an empire that rivals Ridge's. And Hope is going to be caught right in the middle of it. It's a battle for the soul of the next generation. Will they be Forresters, or will they be Logans and Spencers? It's going to be a wild week, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. But I want to know what you think, because your theories are always the best part of these discussions. First off, who are you siding with in the showroom brawl? Do you think Will Spencer was right to throw that punch after catching RJ with Elektra, or has he officially proven he doesn't have the Forrester temperament to work at the company? And secondly, what do you think is the real reason Shauna and Wyatt are back? Is it about Quinn? Is it about Flo? Or is there a brand new secret they're hiding? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you love digging into the drama as much as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a spoiler breakdown. We're going to be tracking every move in the Spencer-Forrester war, and you definitely don't want to miss our analysis of Wednesday's big return for Alison Montgomery. It's about to get very, very messy in Los Angeles, and we are here for every second of it. See you in the next one. Now, let's think about the fallout for a minute longer. If Ridge fires Will, he's not just losing an employee. He's losing the last link he had to Bill Spencer that wasn't based on pure hatred. This is going to push Bill over the edge. You don't mess with Bill's kids. That's his one rule. If he feels like Ridge has humiliated Will, Bill is going to go for the jugular. And with Katie by his side, he has a way into the Logan family that he never had before. This isn't just about fashion, it's about legacy. It's about who gets to sit on the throne of Los Angeles high society. And then there's Elektra. She's the prize everyone is fighting over, but what does she actually want? She's caught between a guy who says he needs her like air, and a guy who's offering her comfort and a legacy. It's a classic choice between passion and stability. But with Ivy pulling the strings, Elektra might not even be making her own choices. She might just be reacting to the chaos around her. I'd love to see her finally stand up and tell both of these boys to take a hike. Can you imagine the look on their faces? The psychological layers here are just so rich. You've got Will, who's struggling with his identity as a Spencer in a Forrester world. You've got RJ, who's trying to live up to the golden boy image while hiding a predatory streak. You've got Hope, who's desperate for independence, but terrified of abandonment. And you've got Bill, who's trying to be a saint while his inner demon is just waiting for an excuse to come out and play. It's a masterclass in human insecurity and the need for control. What happens if Hope signs that contract? Let's play that out. Katie becomes her boss. Bill becomes her benefactor. Brooke becomes her enemy. Steffi becomes her rival on the runway. It changes the entire dynamic of the show. It moves the center of gravity away from Forrester Creations and over to this new Logan venture. It would be the biggest shakeup the show has seen in years. And honestly, I think it's exactly what the fans have been asking for. We've seen the same office sets for way too long. It's time for a new battlefield, but we have to keep an eye on Deke, too. He's got aspirations to design, and sources say he's going to run into some roadblocks. Is he going to end up caught in the crossfire between his sister Hope and his dad Deacon? He's Team Taylor right now, but on this show, loyalties change faster than the weather. If he starts designing for the Logans, he's going to be another target for Ridge's anger. It's just more fuel for the fire. And let's not forget the Beyond the Gates crossover vibes. With the mention of characters like Dylan and potential ties to other soap families, the world of B&B is feeling bigger than ever. It's like they're building a soap multiverse, where everything is connected. It keeps things fresh and makes you feel like anything could happen at any time. So, as we head into this week of May 25th, keep your eyes peeled. Watch the background characters. Watch the looks on their faces when they think no one is looking. because the biggest clues are often in the smallest details. The way Shauna says, "Hi guys," might tell you everything you need to know about her intentions. The way Hope holds that pen might tell you where her heart really lies. It's all there if you're looking for it. Thanks for hanging out and breaking down the drama with me. It's always more fun to watch these shows when you have a community to talk about it with. Don't forget to let me know your theories about Luna. Is she really dead, or is Brad Bell just playing with our emotions? I'm leaning toward a fake out, but I want to hear your evidence. See you in the comments, and stay bold and beautiful. Actually, one last thought before we go. If Wyatt is back to reconnect with Bill and Liam, does that mean Liam is finally going to have someone to talk to besides his own reflection? Liam has been so lost lately, and having his brother back might give him the grounding he needs. Or, knowing Wyatt, it might just lead to more competition. Those two have a history of fighting over the same women, too. Could Wyatt be the one to finally talk some sense into Hope? Or is he going to find himself caught in the middle of the Logan Forrester war just like everyone else? And Shauna? What if she's not there for Quinn? What if she's there for Bill? She's always had a thing for him, and with Katie being so focused on her new company, Bill might be feeling a little neglected. Shauna is the ultimate distraction. She's fun, she's adventurous, and she doesn't care about corporate strategy. If she starts whispering in Bill's ear, Katie's unified front might crumble faster than a cheap dress. Now that would be a twist worth watching. Alright, for real this time, I'm out. But seriously, the comments are waiting. Tell me everything. Who's the villain? Who's the hero? And who's just trying to survive the week? Let's get the debate started.
Peace out.
Actually, one last thought before we go. If Wyatt is back to reconnect with Bill and Liam, does that mean Liam is finally going to have someone to talk to besides his own reflection? Liam has been so lost lately, and having his brother back might give him the grounding he needs. Or, knowing Wyatt, it might just lead to more competition. Those two have a history of fighting over the same women, too. Could Wyatt be the one to finally talk some sense into Hope? Or is he going to find himself caught in the middle of the Logan Forrester war just like everyone else? And Shauna? What if she's not there for Quinn? What if she's there for Bill? She's always had a thing for him, and with Katie being so focused on her new company, Bill might be feeling a little neglected. Shauna is the ultimate distraction. She's fun, she's adventurous, and she doesn't care about corporate strategy. If she starts whispering in Bill's ear, Katie's unified front might crumble faster than a cheap dress. Now that would be a twist worth watching. Alright, for real this time, I'm out. But seriously, the comments are waiting. Tell me everything. Who's the villain? Who's the hero? And who's just trying to survive the week? Let's get the debate started.
Peace out.